Hello viewers, we are here to ascertain the perception of an ordinary Nigerian about the administration against corruption and how it has affected their lives positively. My name is Ifeka Doris Ifoma, reporting for DMItv. Do you think the current government is trying in fighting corruption in Nigeria? Do you think corruption has been reduced in Nigeria or has it increased?
In fact, to my little observation, the corruption is still on, because we discovered that they are recovering a lot of money. We have not seen the impact on the poor masses to see that what they are recovering is circulating within the poor masses to reduce hunger, poverty in this country. You see, if you look at corruption in Nigeria, somebody can only try, but it's very difficult to control it, because most of our prominent people who are in the government, they are not ready to discipline themselves, and such, the little ones under them are watching them. So you discover that any Nigerians, most Nigerians, if they get any opportunity, they will do the same, because they are not disciplined from the top.
Yeah, based on what is going on now, the current government led by APC or Progressive Congress, they are trying, especially our dear President Muhammadu Buhari, is trying his best, coupled to what has been going on some time back. Contractors, they will apply for job without a concrete, document backed by the law to, go into contract. But now it's not like that. Secondly, in terms of the single account, I want to really give him kudos as well, because now Nigeria are accountable for any money coming in and going out. It's not like before that one agency will have more than 4 or 5 accounts. Who is the signatory? Only God knows. Kudos to President Buhari, and I believe 2023, the government that will come in will, from this legacy led by the president, will as well pick it up. Though it's not easy. Yes, everyone needs to bear the pains, because we have a better future. By the grace of God, we will all smile that this country shall be a better one.
First of all, we need to know that corruption is not an act, it is a system. And over time in Nigeria, that system has been established. And so it's not even about who comes into power or who goes out of power. There is a system of corruption already in Nigeria. Outside the political arena, even in the school, in churches, wherever you go, you find out that people, we still want to cheat our fellow Nigerians. So generally, I feel, for me, corruption have affected me negatively.
My opinion, I think they are trying their best. They are doing what they can. I know Nigeria has always been Nigeria, so it reduces, it comes up. During this Buhari regime, it has reduced a little bit because a lot of people ran away.
So how has this affected you generally? Has it affected you positively or negatively?
It has affected me positively. The reduction in rate of corruption and everything is affecting some citizens who get free money from here.
Well, fighting corruption in Nigeria, it looks like they are fighting it one-sided. Why did I say they are fighting it one-sided? Is that, you see, if you don't belong to the APC, that means they will fight you to the end, to the last boss, to the state that they will kill you.
I can say this government has made a lot. There's no lazy man in this government, because I've seen that most people have gone to the farm. Okay, if you can see this year, we have a lot of food items. There's no money, but we have a lot of food items in the market. Look at beans. We bought beans about 4 to 2 years back. We are buying beans, I think a mudu 600, 500, but you can get a mudu of beans for 200 naira. Food items are there, but they brought no money to buy those things. Yeah.
I don't think so, because Even our so-called leaders who claim to fight corruption are also corrupted. So I don't think they are doing it. They are fighting corruption. I don't think so.
To me, I see that the current government, they are not fighting corruption. The corruption is still there. If you check what is happening in this country since this government taking since they took over power, yes, the corruption will be worse. The corruption is still be there. They are not fighting corruption. It's like they are working tribalism. And you know, any government that is working with tribalism cannot fight corruption. They can't kill corruption. If you can remove sentiment from the government and remove tribalism, the government will move well.
Well, what I want to say about the fighting of corruption in Nigeria is the people fighting the corruption are not directly or indirectly fighting corruption. They are only fighting their enemies. What I mean is that if you know who was against you before you come to power, the moment you come to power, you start fighting the person. That is not corruption, because corruption still exists within the cabinet, in the presidency, and even the judiciary. Yeah.
So I want to ask, how has this affected you generally? Has it affected you negatively or positively?
Well, it affects me personally because people that are still embezzle the money, it's not like they embezzle it to use it within Nigeria. The problem is that they embezzle that money and they take it outside the country to do something else for their children. And when even their children that they are embezzling that money for, after their school, they are still the ones to also have a job employment within the government and other parastatals. So corruption still exists.
To my own knowledge, government is not trying. The corruption they say they are fighting, when they recover a looted money, they will go and share it within themselves. They don't put it in the system. If they put it, they would have it should be accountable for it. One day, come to a media and address Nigerians that this is the money I recover and this is it. This is what I channel it into. Whether I use it for worker salary or use it for any development, we'll make the Nigerians know. But we have not heard that, neither we didn't see it.
Yeah, it's trying to some extent. Let me say yes. I give them kudos, because when you look at what is happening now, government cannot do everything, but at least to some extent it's trying. And we individuals, at least, we have to a kind of better, in the sense that we know the things are not all that okay, but at least we are the corruption. Corruption is in us, so we can control it.
To extent, they've been able to do their own part. Because if you ask me, my own belief is no particular government or may be able to actually hit it at a point. So every government comes on board and they do their own part and they leave other continuous. So for now, I think the present government have been able to fight to some extent, but no, we have so much expectation they have not been able to meet. Our big people or big men in quote have been taking our money outside. This is our investing the money in the country for us to enjoy it. So most of the factory they build outside, or most of the luxury they build outside, if they can take it into the country and build it and establish it here, the youth can be employed. We have more jobs, and to some extent they have not been able to give us what we actually voted for.
Well, in terms of fighting corruption, I can only say the government is trying. The government needs to put more effort in order to at least give us the best of change that we need.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I want to ask, how has this affected you generally? Has it affected you in a positive way or in a negative way, this corruption?
Well, it depends on who it affects. It affects some people in a positive way, why it affects some people. When you are saying change, some people are not seeing the change, why some people are still seeing the change. Yes. You understand? So in terms of, but on my own share, I feel the presence of God that has the change in my life.
To be honest with you, it has been increased. It has been increased in every sectors of the government. Could you imagine the ministers, the new ministers, it has been the old people that have been answering one corruption charges or the other. Most of them are the past governors. All of them, they are all corrupt. They have connived in the system of this Nigerian government, they don't give the young ones chance to come up. In other ways, the Buhari-led government that promised us to fight corruption is the chief in commander of corruption itself.